and welcome to another episode of Rate My Cigar. So tonight we have got something rather special, and I actually feel very, very privileged to be able to smoke this tonight. So this is a brand you may not have heard of. It's the same brand which we tried the La Estancia from. It's called Meerapfel. Now, they are a very, very sort of like exclusive high-end brand. They make some incredibly sort of well-reviewed sticks and some like basically just really, really high-end cigar.
I'm just going to cut this, by the way, because
it smells good, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah.
So this is obviously a pyramid. Now it's a 6 1/8 inch by 52, I think it is off the top of my head. Now I'm quite a big fan of pyramid cigars. Really do like a nice pyramid. Now the body in this is supposed to be sort of like a medium to full, and you cannot buy these in the UK. Now they're a very, very expensive cigar. I haven't found them in the UK so far. But ever online they are horrendously priced. So basically a box of 25 of the pyramids will set you back about just shy of €1,500. So they're quite an expensive stick, sort of 50, 60 euro stick. So unfortunately not cheap, but yeah, very, very privileged to be able to have one of these in my hands right now. So I'm going to chop this now and get this lit up as well, because I'm getting a bit jealous that Darren's already ahead of me. So, on the wrapper, sort of pre-light, there's sort of like cinnamon, sweetness, like a dark chocolate. Yeah, it smells really, really nice actually.
Now, that's very nice. I actually picked these up from a trip to Andorra. If you haven't seen that video, it is on our channel. Feel free to go and look at that. It's a good video, shows you the shop and lots of cigars basically.
Now, interestingly enough, with this blend, Meerapfel haven't actually published the wrapper, binder or filler on this, so it's a bit of a mystery blend.
Well, when I was actually speaking to the guy that runs the shop, he did say it had a Cameroon wrapper.
I've actually heard that from someone else as well, but I haven't sort of seen it confirmed anywhere, but obviously hence saying I think it's sort of undisclosed. But yeah, it does look very Cameroony. The wrapper itself, there's not a lot of oil on it. It looks like quite sort of like a dry leaf. There's a few veins in it. There's not really any sort of strong toothiness, a little bit but not a lot. Yeah, quite a dry sort of looking wrapper. But right, let's have my first couple of toes and see what I think. Wow.
It's just
wow. The spice to start with is incredible.
But it's really good, and it's a really floral, isn't it?
Wow, very, very bready. Definitely.
I want to say white bread. I've never said that. But
yeah.
But
I know what you mean, yeah.
When you say bready, it could be any type of bread,
yeah.
But this is like, that's white bread.
Wow. So I get greeted straight away. Obviously, the spice is at the forefront instantly, but I get greeted with like a
coffee, cedar.
A definite coffee and cedar, but it's like a strange florally note.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
It's very, isn't it? It's quite strange, but it's, yeah.
That is very unlike most of the cigars I've tried before. Very, very different.
See, I was trying to think what I'd smoked that's had a note like that, but there isn't anything.
I can't think of anything. So, I've just worked my way through the first third, and the construction on this, I must say, is absolutely superb. So, my burn line has been perfect, the ash is absolutely perfect, the draw is very, very good. Yeah, very impressed so far. Now, interestingly enough, so Meerapfel, they're known for manufacturing, or should I say growing, most of the Cameroon tobacco which is used. Now, Interestingly enough, I didn't actually realise they were from Dominican Republic until sort of the other day when we were looking into them. But as soon as I started smoking this, I said to Darren, it really reminds me, I've got like hints in there of
Fuentes.
Of a Fuente, yeah. So a lot of the Fuente sticks, you tend to get this like sort of like florally frankincense note, as I believe it is what it's called. And funny enough, I started saying to Darren, just as I started getting into the sort of about halfway into the first third, I started to get this like sort of frankincense note come through.
It's very faint though. It's very faint.
It is, yeah. It's not like a kick you in the face strong flavour like you get with some of the like open sector cigars, but it's definitely there. So I think so far from what I've smoked so far in this stick, I think it's definitely got Cameroon tobacco in it. Is my opinion with this one. Obviously I know it's supposed to be undisclosed, but it definitely it tastes like it's got Cameroon tobacco in it for sure.
If it's not the wrapper, it's inside somewhere, because it's definitely there. From the Cameroons I've smoked, it has got that taste.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
The floral taste with this is, I've never had anything like that in a cigar in my whole life. It's just wow. It's just It's just, I can't describe it. You should smoke one just to see what that feels like, because the floral notes are just amazing.
It gives you like almost like a tingle in your tongue or your throat. Like it's quite a strange sensation.
It's powerful, but it's not overpowering.
It's very smooth as well. So. I have a very strong feeling that some of the leaves used in this now basically they're known for sort of like holding a lot of like high quality leaves for many years. So my personal opinion, from how smooth this is, I think there's some very well aged tobacco sitting in these cigars.
The guy that has the shop over in Andorra, where I picked these up from, he said these the leaves in here, some of them are 20 years old.
There we go. So I'm getting that feeling from it. I'm definitely getting that vibe from it.
And I was going to say, this feels like it smokes like it's aged somehow, something about it, because when you smoke a young cigar to an aged cigar, it's night and day difference.
Yeah, definitely.
And you get from this where it's well thought, well put together, and it's just very good. And the earthy cedar notes with this, and just really good. And I'm also getting some nut.
Yeah, definitely. It's not like a sweet nut, like a hazelnut, like I get with some cigars. It's more like a drier, like maybe cashew or something. It's
on the back of that floral though. The nut is. It's very strange, but very good.
So the actual smoke itself, it tastes fairly dry. It's not like a really sweet, like a sweet, almost like a wet smoke. It's like a drier. Yeah, it's quite interesting. Funny enough, the flavours are just starting to change this again as I took that last draw off of it. Yeah, very tasty cigar.
And you're a bit behind me. I'm literally pulling the band off. But no, I'm looking forward to smoking the rest of this cigar. So
the other thing I'm getting in this, as well as like the sweet floral nutty notes, I'm getting like the smallest hints of cinnamon sort of wavering out of it as well.
No, I'm not getting that.
I'm definitely getting this one, 100%. I'm used to tasting that in some of the sweeter cigars I enjoy.
I've just got the floral, the cinnamon, floral nut. It's a sweet.
Definitely that.
Yeah, it's a sweet nut.
Fuente frankincense. It's definitely in the stick, yeah, for sure.
And I think that's a combination of that and the floral note is just making that floral note just very good.
Yeah.
Into the final thirds. Now, once I started smoking this, after probably 10 minutes, I thought this was going to be a
fisting cigar.
Sophisticated. Right, shut up.
Sophisticated.
I thought this was going to be a sophisticated cigar, but it's not one-dimensional so far, but it's not transitional. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I kind of get where you're coming from. Yeah.
The notes are all there. The only new notes, I think, the new flavours I've got so far, I think, is the nutty flavour, and there is that little
cashew.
Yeah, there is that was just probably into the second third that come along, or just before. There is something like cinnamon, maybe some sweetness there, but other than that, it's just floral. But it's good. Yeah, I've got nothing else to say really about this now.
Yeah, I have thoroughly enjoyed it so far. So, like I say, I'm just coming to the end of my sort of second third now, and it's still very sweet, very floral. I've got like the coffee beans, the cashew, the cinnamon flitting in and out. It's very very pleasant.
Coffee's right in the background though.
Yeah, and it's more of like a fresh like coffee bean flavour than like a liquid coffee, if that makes sense. Like almost like the scent you get off beans when you freshly grind beans. Not that I'm a coffee snob or anything.
I want to say it's the scent you get off. It's not the taste. Does that make sense?
That's exactly what I mean. When you freshly grind beans, you get that beautiful smell come out.
Well, let's just see what happens in the final third.
I'm most of the way through the last third now, and the flavours have transitioned quite a lot from the beginning of the stick. So in the last third, I got sort of like coffee beans. In the beginning of it, I started still sort of seeing the cinnamon, which was flitting in and out in the second third. It's turned very creamy, the nut's still there. But the major transition I've seen this so far is it's turned very, very earthy, I've found. Now,
it's a floral earthy.
Yeah, 100%. So at the end of the second third, I had quite a strange flavour which I've never witnessed in a cigar before, and I mentioned it to you. It was almost like a hint of like blackcurrant flavour or some sort of like dark berry. But I only got it for like sort of a couple of draws, and it disappeared again. Now I'm near the end of it, I'm getting like almost like an overwhelming. It's a very very peculiar flavour. It's like almost like a mentholy, like a strange florally mentholy, like herby flavour. But most of it is earthy. Like a lot of the flavour I'm getting now is earth.
I've got the prominent is that floral. Then you've got the earth, and it's an earthy cedar, but there's something else there that's like a sticky,
creamy,
fruity, nutty, all at the same time. And it's so complex, I can't distinguish what it is.
I know exactly what you're saying.
But
definitely. And I've actually had quite a bit of spice come back as well in the last third, like near the end.
I think I'm close to the end of the new fractional, but the spiciness isn't really that spice. I'd say a 2.
It's like a slightly like a white peppery.
Yeah, white. It's a 2. Occasionally it touches a 3. What would you rate the spice?
Well, now I'm getting down near the end. I'm going to say it's definitely creeping back up again for me. I don't know if obviously I know it varies from stick to stick. You could be smoking a cigar, which is ever so slightly different in mine. It's got like a different ratio of leaf in. Like in mine, I'm getting like possibly a 4.5. Like
no.
See, I'm definitely getting that in mine.
But I didn't get that mentholy taste or that blackcurrant taste you did either.
Yeah.
That's very strange, because usually when we smoke a cigar with the flavours
normally very very the same. Yeah.
We've got
quite a similar palate.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So for that, out the same box, these cigars were next to each other in that box they were taken from. There's some differences, I think.
Yeah, definitely. But the other thing, the construction, I must just say, the construction of this has been absolutely fantastic. Very, very, very solid construction.
I went a little skew-if. I did touch up a fractional, and
I did too, but it wasn't needed. I was just being fussy.
And that was what I was going to say as well. And the reason I wanted to be fussy, because this is an expensive cigar. This cigar, if you convert how much these are into pounds, what they are to buy in Europe, it's £58.
Yeah.
And £58, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So for that reason, I wanted it to be perfect.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to rate it. Simple as that. So let's rate it.
We've had a talk about this, and on the board, obviously, it's going to go in the Dominican section. Now, personally, I think we both preferred the La Estancia over the Mier. So we're going to sit it just underneath the La Estancia. So in 4th position in the Dominican section.
So there you have it. So that's the that's what we thought of the actual cigar. And overall, would you buy these again?
I would, but I have to say I would probably choose certain other cigars in front of it. It's my honest opinion. It has been very, very pleasant, but
it has been good. But for
the
for that
drier
price,
smoke and yeah.
for that price, I don't think I would be purchasing at that price again. That's just my opinion.
But there's nothing to say that with another couple of years of age on it, it might turn into something absolutely spectacular. Because we've noticed this with a few sticks recently, actually. Me and Darren were talking just now, and some of the cigars which we've had, which we thought, they're alright, they weren't incredible, we've left them in the Humi, and like a couple of years later we've revisited them and they've been
completely
absolutely
different,
phenomenal.
and good.
Definitely.
So I think with that note, I think that's the end of the review. We're going to smoke some more cigars and do some more reviews. We've got plenty more trips away and unboxing videos, and there's lots going on the channel. So please subscribe, give us a like and comment below.
Thank you very much for watching.
See you next time.